Good evening. I'm Robert Weekly, and I'm going to take you through my little journey of what made Mozart create Requiem. First of all, I'd like to apologize. I had fully intended on being in a costume. I ordered the costume, and when it arrived, it was not what I ordered. It was something inappropriate. So, thus, I'm in uniform tonight. So, let's talk a little bit about Mozart. So, Mozart was born January 27th, 1756. And I'm having a little trouble with my color here. Mozart's first concert and European tour was in 1762 at the age of 6 years old. Mozart's first opera was in 1768 at age 12. Mozart moved to Italy in 1770 at age 14. Mozart had a devastating blow to him. He lost someone very close to him, his mother, in 1778 at age 22. Now things took a turn for the better in 1782 when he met his wife, Constanze Weber. He was at age 26 at this time. Now, some other things that affected Mozart was the fact that he had a total of 5 children. Only 2 survived to adulthood. The others were lost early. And then Mozart's final year was in 1791. Now, as we move forward, Mozart had an extremely productive life. He had composed many pieces. So he was approached by a masked man and said that his boss wanted to commission him to do Requiem for him, but that he couldn't ask any questions. He couldn't know who the person was. He reluctantly, and based on the advice of his wife, accepted the commission. He did feel that it was a strange ordeal with the masked man, and saw him as almost as a ghost. It was just somewhat strange. Now, according to William Pohl, in 1869, he says Mozart had undertaken the work on a commission received by the hands of an unknown messenger, whose strange garb and manner, and whose mysterious and sudden reappearance from time to time, had made so strong an impression on the composer's mind as to induce him to see in circumstance a supernatural warning of his own approaching decease, and to lead him to the firm conviction that the work he was about to write would be his last. So, during this time, well, let me back up. Throughout his life, he had struggled with many different diseases and medical issues. But at this stage of his life, his mind was starting to drift just a little bit. His state of mind was not the best. So when he received this anonymous commission to compose Requiem Mass, it was a little gray. His health was deteriorating, and he believed he had been cursed to write Requiem as a swanson song for himself because he was sure he was about to die. According to William Johnston, in 2014, Mozart died as a result of his sickness without completing the piece. Mozart had enlisted the help of his pupil to help him in his later days. Therefore, he knew what Mozart wanted in the piece. After Mozart died, his pupil finished the missing portions of the piece based on the experience of working with Mozart, and did the work as closely as he could to fit what Mozart himself would have done. Even as Mozart lay in his bed and dying, he continued to work on Requiem. The Requiem lay almost continuously on his bed, and Sossamer was frequently at his side receiving instruction. This is based on Holmes' 1854. So he confirms that his pupil was at his side and working directly with Mozart. Mozart was obsessed with completing this piece because he was sure that it was his own. So, in my opinion, there are several things that influence Requiem. The life that Mozart had lived to this point, the sickness he had endured, the loss of his children, the loss of his mother, his strong dedication to his work, the mysterious masked man, or death ghost, as I believe Mozart saw him, and finally, realizing he was dying and knew that this would be his last piece. So, it was a lot of things that kind of come together that caused him to compose, create Requiem. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this journey into Mozart's Requiem and my personal thoughts. I hope you've enjoyed listening to his music as much as I have. It's kind of changed me. Thank you.